Welcome to another episode of What Day Is It? We'll see how this episode ends up. This is episode 19. We're still running into audio problems. I can't believe it's been 19 weeks and I can't figure this stupid shit out.
It's getting there. Closer every time.
I can train a fucking camel, but I can't work a microphone. So that's just how it's going. Across the table from me, as always, Fluffy, my brother Sid, per usual. These days, he's been on like 86 times or so.
Hello.
I did turn that one down a little bit so it would pick us up less. So you could probably be a little more direct with it.
You son of a...
Well, don't do that.
Oh,
You're gonna hurt everybody.
Now you're gonna piss everybody off.
Sorry, everybody. This is how we lose viewers.
Yeah. Thanks.
And we only have
If they don't instruct me how this stuff works, I'm not a microphone
get
guy.
close.
get into the mic.
Hello
There you
everyone.
go.
Well, that's
That's
too
too close.
SMR.
You
Now
saying
you're
you
gonna
don't want
scare
a fish
them.
sandwich?
You're gonna scare them. No, this is too much.
Boo.
But I hope everybody is doing well. I was instructed to wear my my Bigfoot USA shirt because this podcast will come out the day before the 4th of July, I guess.
USA, baby.
USA, something like that. I'm not sure that we should be chanting that with everything going on in the world right now. However, I do love the United States. That much is true. Everyone here is whack, but
This country's dope, just not the people that run it.
100%. We can do some crazy shit here, but
It's always the managers that fuck up the job.
I know.
Mhm.
That's why I hate Rigden Ranch.
Yeah, your owners.
He's the
The
worst.
fucking boss
Guy's
sucks,
such a
dude.
douche.
I fucking hate the guy.
I need to fire myself.
Hey, can you come work on the hottest fucking day to do the camel caravan? That'd be great.
Hey, I didn't predict the fucking weather.
I was talking about your boss, Dick.
I
Jesus.
hate it here.
We all do.
I know. So there was a couple things today that I wanted to talk about. One, well, I guess both have to do with animal behavior, and one I just thought about a little while ago. So I had a tour yesterday that I was telling this story to, and I mentioned it to Sid again last night because we were over at our cousin's house, and we were just talking about whatever, and anyway, I'm a hunter. I've been hunting for the last 6 or 7 years or something like that. I don't know. And I've only got one deer. I've only had one deer. I've seen probably 4 or 5 or 6 over the years. Last year I got out probably 10 minutes after sunrise, and of course there were 2 laying next to my tree stand.
Mhm.
So, I started crunching leaves and they just ran away. But anyway, the time I got my first deer, I was in my tree stand and I was damn near half asleep. Just, bored. You're sitting out there in nature. It's cold. You're trying to sleep off the cold, whatever. And I hear some crunching going on in the leaf. And of course, it was a deer. And I'm so not paying attention to anything. And my gun isn't even on me. My gun is hanging. They make like these hangers for your firearm that like drill into the side of the tree.
Yeah.
So I'm in the tree stand and the gun was hanging, and I look up and there's deers sitting down there, and I get all excited. All right, so I go to grab my gun, and the deer looks me like dead into the windows of my soul. Just straight into my face. He very blatantly knows I'm there. I know he's there. There's no secrets going on here, and I had to rack my gun too. There was nothing in it. So I grabbed my 30-30, and it's lever action, so I
Nice and loud.
pull. Yeah, it is, man. I live for real. And I tried to go as slow as possible, but like when that bullet's moving, it's not that quiet,
No.
regardless of how slow you go. So I did all of this, and by the time my gun was racked, he was still there, still staring at me. Like when I did this entire motion of grabbing my gun and racking it, like we stared each other in the eye the entire time.
That's awkward.
It was a little awkward, and I started pointing my gun at him, and I shot him. I got my first deer, and I got so excited, and I went down the tree stand, and um, they say never to, approach the deer in case it gets back up and kicks your ass or whatever, like
Yeah.
poke it with a fucking stick or something. He was very blatantly still breathing. So I put another one in him, which he probably would have stopped breathing at some point anyway. That motherfucker dropped. But the reason I'm bringing this up is, deer aren't, arguably the most intelligent animal out there.
They're fucking more.
They're dumb.
They're special, but these animals still have some type of instinct, I don't know what kind of feelings or thoughts deer have, but like, was he suicidal? What? Why did this deer allow me to do this? And he was either a 4 or 6 pointer. He wasn't super big, but I mean, he was a few years old. He wasn't a small deer by any means,
He wasn't a 30-point buck.
No, not at all. But he also wasn't like, he wasn't a fawn, I mean, like, this deer's been around a few seasons, and I think that the deer understand the seasons, because you see them every day until hunting season.
Right in front of my car
Yeah.
every day.
And, like, I question that situation. I don't quite know what to think of it. Like,
Well, it's super rare. Like, because
Yeah.
most hunters are like, as soon as I try to pull up, deer, they're skittish. That's what they do. That's their instinct, is to fucking run away or run into traffic.
right.
Yeah. Or run away into traffic.
I just like did I don't know. I definitely got lucky for sure. I feel like I cheated, I definitely feel like it wasn't a fair game for me.
Maybe you got one that was just that much dumber than the other ones, and he was just checking you out. He's like, what the fuck is going on in that tree?
This guy can't be this dumb.
The tree's
can't be.
moving.
Like, was it a test, Like,
That's why he was staring you down your soul.
he looked like he stared
Do
at
it.
me so hard that I was almost convinced he was like a not deer.
Maybe he was a spiritual messenger.
Oh, killed your spiritual messenger.
Yeah, I
that
sure
was
did.
the point, though.
I sure didn't get the message.
Did you eat him?
Hell yeah.
Was he tasty?
Absolutely.
Well, you felt
you
him
got the
stare into your
message.
soul, so there's a message somewhere in there.
The best part of him was the loin, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Was that
you
the
know-
wax trap?
Yeah, so we just took that home, and then we sent the rest to the shop to be processed. So we cut it all up and then sent the shit in. But, a lot of the places, or probably all of them at this point, they mix it with pork
Yeah.
and beef
Right.
to keep it,
Well, that other people's
structured and-
deer and shit like
Other
that.
people's deer, that's the fucking issue.
Yeah, and so, it's never straight on venison. And that year specifically, I tried, we went to a new place. We went to that place by, Durango's over there on 6 Mile. Is it like a
Oh, yeah,
market
across the
next to
street.
Ira's or
Danny's.
whatever?
Danny's, right?
Danny's is on
Oh.
4 Mile.
Grossman's.
Grossman's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some summer sausage. We got some jerky. Not jerky. Some Slim Jims.
Oh yeah.
Hot sticks.
Hot
Yeah,
sticks.
sticks.
I didn't really like any of it from there,
Mm.
honestly. Like, I ate a little bit of it, and I was rather displeased with all their flavorings and whatnot. And
I've always heard good things by them too.
I also,
I had a gift card there I never used, damn it.
in the last year or two, I think it was this last hunting season, maybe 2 ago. I just, like, in recent years had my first summer sausage, and like, I didn't know, like, the wrapping on the outside. I totally ate that shit. Totally. I'm surprised I didn't shit out
The
like a
first time I
string.
had a tamale, I tried eating the husk.
I got my mom to do it. Sorry, Mom.
But yeah, animal behavior is just weird, and it's all different, amongst every species. It blows my mind, and I definitely feel like I cheated the game a little bit.
Yeah. But before we get on, leave the subject,
Mm-hmm.
I had venison bacon for the first time this past year
Venison
when I was ice fishing.
Sure.
There was this guy, he made venison bacon, and he brought it out. He's like, I was like, that's not real, right?
Right.
It was the best way to eat venison I've ever had.
What did he cut it out of?
I have no idea.
And it was strips?
Yep, it was just like
Right
bacon.
up. I wonder if it was like tenderloin or backstrap.
I don't know.
know.
It looked like it was shredded up and like used a gun, like almost like a beef jerky, but not.
Yeah.
I don't know. That shit was just
I
amazing.
have to Google it.
Yeah. And then he made eggs and breakfast and stuff. I was with Colin. I was oh, what a good day I spent.
See that's an American aspect breakfast.
Yeah.
Fucking deer bacon and eggs.
As they were cooking the potatoes, we got a fish on too in the shanty.
That's a Wisconsin ass breakfast.
Dude, it was awesome.
Did you have a beer with it that morning too?
No, I wasn't drinking that morning. Should have.
Should have. Yeah, and then that was the next season then where I got out to the tree stand like 10 minutes late. They were sitting in front of the stand and ran away when I walked over. I was like, motherfucker. Well, I couldn't have shot him that way because I wasn't too far off the road.
Oh.
So my tree stand faces, the other direction.
Yeah.
There's a lot of land going the other way. I was like, son of a bitch, man. But we were fucking late because, of course, we all fucking nobody got up early enough, so we hit Quick Trip on the way to the fucking hunting.
That
land.
sounds about deer camp.
Yeah, up there in Pembine. So that was right up where we went.
Yeah. Okay. Ice fishing, right?
Yeah, I already on there.
Where you met us?
Yeah.
You weren't ice fishing, but you met us at the camp.
No, Pembine's.
No. I'm saying where we went, right?
Yeah.
Well, Pembine's like an hour and a half north of that.
It's a little up there, yeah. Like
Yeah, but it's closer than we are now. Fuck.
yeah, by like 2. I mean,
I mean, touche, but I don't know where we're at with this anymore.
I barely know southeast.
Pembine was
Wisconsin.
right on the border of the UP. That's where Iron Mountain, Pembine.
Oh, by Iron Mountain. Okay, could have just said that.
Cut all of
you motherfuckers. So one more thing that I was thinking about a little bit is we were doing some run around earlier and we were listening to Theo.
Mm-hmm.
And Theo, this was an older episode. I'm just going through the back catalog of his shit, and he had it was one of episodes with Shane Gillis.
Oh yeah.
Which was dumber and shit. By the way, it felt like listening to Beavis and Butthead.
it was great.
Theo, he's a genius. But anyway, they started talking about Mary the elephant, who I was familiar with. Sid wasn't till this hearing it, but anyway, this elephant, she was hung with a crane for killing her owner. So they publicly hung her.
Wow.
So the powers that be decided it was a good idea to hang an elephant just to show other bad elephants
Right.
This will
what
happen.
could happen.
What could happen.
That's
Like-
where our taxes were going then.
Yeah. What is going through your mind? Like, should we try to hang this fucker? Like,
Put that
Yeah.
bitch up there, dude. Fuck it.
yeah, get a crane. That'll work.
show her
What a
boobies.
horrible fucking thing to do.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's almost as bad. Actually, that might be worse than when they blew up the whale. Remember that beach they blew up? Like, who thought it was a good idea? Like, we're just gonna blow this fucker to kingdom come, and everything will be fine. Like, it's a rotten whale carcass.
Somebody really thought that the whale was just gonna like fly away. with the
Disintegrate.
explosion.
It was
Yeah.
some stupid ass mayor that some firefighter or cop like me was like, why don't we just blow it up as a joke, thinking it would never happen. The mayor was like, that's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
We'll blast it right back into the ocean.
Hell no. So that's part one of the thoughts. Like, what a fucking great idea that shit was,
Yeah.
know? And
Impressive too at that.
for sure. And definitely the powers that be, as always, need to be discussed. But what it kind of did to my mind, I don't know if you remember. It was probably one of our first, maybe second or third episode we did. We were talking about elephants at a zoo in Colorado. And there were people there saying that they were depressed, and elephants in captivity are depressed, and they can see like psychological signs of them changing.
Yeah.
It was that episode. But that group of people, they're trying to get elephants and other animals out of captivity, but I guess if I remember, it was primarily elephants. They're trying to grant these animals, they're trying to get a bill passed that would give these animals the same rights as humans.
They can vote.
I don't know.
They can
But-
drive.
They're
So-
called to.
Well, yeah,
Driving's a privilege, not a right. Thank you
Could
very
you
much.
imagine seeing like an elephant in a semi truck driving around or
So
something? You know.
cool. I support that.
So
I do. Imagine a semi truck.
my backwards thought of this is, if we're gonna start giving animals the same rights as humans, or we'll stick to the elephants here. If the elephant, say another captive elephant hurts or kills somebody, and it has the same right as humans, I know we don't do like public execution anymore, but is it just gonna go to jail?
No, it's got to go to court.
It's gonna go. Is that so? Where is jail? Does it go back to the zoo?
A smaller zoo.
So like a shittier zoo?
Yeah, smaller zoo.
The
That's,
fucking light just turned on.
that was weird.
Light bulb.
We're about to die. That was a sign.
Uh-huh.
It's the Mary the elephant.
So the elephant's gonna hurt somebody. It's gonna go to court.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go, "Woo," and the judge is gonna slap it guilty,
Yep.
and then it just goes to Racine Zoo. It goes from Milwaukee Zoo to Racine Zoo or whatever.
They're just gonna argue mental distress and get away with it.
They used to have elephants back in the day. Racine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and if it is not guilty, okay, does it go back to the zoo, or does it have to leave and get a job and get an apartment?
Well, what about
oh,
other
yeah, that would
animals? What about
suck.
raccoons? They're notorious for being thieves.
Right?
Right, but they're not in captivity, so they're not winning or losing.
Some are.
I guess.
We're
yeah,
still gonna have
so.
to treat them right. All animal lives matter.
So now, if a raccoon bites me,
That's a whole industry of
that's
tiny
assault,
handcuffs.
brother. Like now I'm gonna sue him. I'm not gonna sue the person. I'm gonna sue the.
You're gonna take all his fucking acorns.
Yep, and all his toys.
Would
Any
you-
toys he's got.
Would
Sticks.
you be suing his whole family or just him or
No, this isn't
the
Kim
whole
Jong Un.
community?
I'm not Kim Jong Un. I don't need 3 generational stuff. We'll just do the person.
Yeah. So I think you see my argument here.
It's ridiculous.
But
yeah.
like, it is ridiculous. But the serious note, you can't give them rights as humans, the same rights as humans, but only give them the good right.
Well, it's like kids having rights.
right.
Like kids don't have rights. I'm sorry.
Right.
Most
I'm not.
adults shouldn't have. You know what?
Yeah.
Most people don't have rights that we think we do.
Right.
Do you know there's Google can't give you an answer on how many federal laws we have, but it's estimated around. You guys want to guess?
2 million.
No way it's
No.
even over 1 million. I don't know. Like
300,000.
I was gonna say 30.
Oh, I was just over.
That's still that Google can't tell you an actual, and that's just federal laws. That's not
that exists now. That's
Yeah,
not.
That's
Oh, so that's gonna go to 600,000 though if we give the animals all the laws.
Yeah,
We got to
they'll
double
double
for
it
the
overnight,
animals.
right?
Absolutely.
true.
And triple it because there's like lizards and shit.
Right.
Fish.
Well, okay, so here's another thought. The USDA doesn't govern reptiles and shit. So like are they like the illegals?
Probably
You know?
because lizard people.
Oh, yeah, they
USDA is ran by lizard people.
That's probably
That's
the
why
thing.
they're not governed.
That would make
Could be.
sense.
It could be.
Illuminati and shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who the lizard people are yet, but they're just some.
I've met one.
Crab
They're
people.
friendly.
Or
Crab
walk
people, yeah.
like crab, talk like people.
Like Zoidberg.
Seth 3.
So, that's I don't know if we mentioned that here on here before, but the USDA doesn't govern reptiles. It's the only it's kind of fucked up,
Really
so
strange.
if a zoo's getting inspected and the USDA comes in and they see a tortoise that just is upside down and living in shit, they're
Don't
not
care.
allowed to say anything.
Yeah.
It's not that they
Mhm.
don't care, but it's not their jurisdiction.
And that still goes for Galapagos, right?
All of them,
Like that's
reptiles,
Yeah,
in general.
that blows my mind.
Mhm.
Like
So do you need certain licenses and shit to have Galapagoses? Or
No,
you just-
you
just
don't
order it?
there is not a single reptile that I'm aware of that is under an exhibition license.
Oh, so that's why people have gators in their basement.
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a lot of these exotics you can get without a permit too, depending on where you are. But the exhibition is where it comes in. You have to have a permit to be open to the public.
That's super
Yeah.
weird, dude. You need a permit for little guys that aren't going to hurt you.
You need a
but
permit
you can get
for
an alligator.
chickens.
Yeah, you can go down to Florida, get a gator for $100, keep it in your bathtub.
Yeah, and that's totally okay with the government.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. You know, there was what 2 years ago where there was somebody dropped a gator in the by the beach in Kenosha.
Oh yeah.
Fucking happens all the goddamn time.
Well, Boots was found down the street here.
Mm-hmm.
The first gator we had, I think, or
Yep.
when I was here.
I can't wait for the day I get a gator call.
Oh
You know,
my god.
people call. You know, we talked about it a little bit last week, but we've just been getting calls left and fucking right from
Mhm.
babies, man. You know, eventually it's coming. Somebody's gonna call me for some stupid shit.
Right.
You know,
I got gators. Like hell yeah, you do.
I'll probably take it just to fuck with you.
Well, yeah.
I'm just drop it off in your bathroom while you're shitting like
Cool.
jackass.
Yeah, cool. I'll be all right with that. I want a gator.
Well, that shit was so funny.
Gator don't play no shit.
Rule number
Gator
one.
Never been about no shit.
I think it's coming that you know the USDA is gonna have to eventually switch
Yeah.
to it. You know,
They just did birds. Like
Well, the government's got to have more control.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna boil down to I don't. So the government don't care. But I think it's gonna boil down to the people, the PETA people.
Mm.
You know, higher reaching because every time the PETA people overreach. Usually the government gives in. It could take 10, 20, 30 years, but I mean, look
Yeah.
at what just happened with the Big Cat Act.
So where
you know?
where is PETA still active? Because like for us growing up, you would see like ads of PETA, and you knew like just the idea of them throwing blood on you. And now I don't really. Maybe they're not.
well, I remember
algorithm, but-
early 90s I remember hearing about people getting like paint thrown on their fur
Yeah,
coats.
Right. Yeah.
But who wears fur coats anymore?
Right.
And nobody people got
I
people
don't
are more
even
into
see shit from
politics
PETA
now.
anymore.
People care more about politics now than animals. Like they kind of fell off the wayside
that's
for
true.
PETA.
Well, you know, one thing that's nice, even though, you know, the internet tracks our entire life, is it tracks your life, you know, so you're not looking at PETA shit, so we just don't see it anymore. Back
This
in the
is
day,
true.
it was
Right.
television commercials and magazine pages, and it was shit we were kind of forced
Well,
to see because it was the only media we had to
Right.
look at.
It's like that billboard, like, where do you draw the line? It's like a horse, a pig. It's like, well, about there if everything's okay, but when shit hits the fan, the whole board.
I'm eating the
I'll
fucking
try
horse.
most of them
Yeah.
motherfuckers right now, dude. And it's slow roasted with nice
Man.
butter.
I just watched a video of this guy trying a coyote brisket.
Really?
It looked disgusting. They said it smelled horrible, looked horrible.
trash.
They made pastrami. It was like this thin.
So, okay, not that I ever would, and I don't plan on it, but if you had to eat a dog, what breed are you eating?
Newfie.
It's a meaty dog.
That or what is the Beethoven dog?
It's a Saint Bernard.
Yeah, I'd do a Saint Bernard. Something big.
Too
Great
fatty.
Dane.
Probably like I'm gonna go with like a Rottweiler. Good mixture of muscle and fat.
Yeah, okay. You don't want to eat like a bulldog, get the lard out of it, you know?
Nah.
I don't like fat. That's not my thing.
Too much skin.
You know what I do want to eat though, and I think they keep it from us. Bald eagle. I bet you that's the best.
I
shit
bet it's
ever.
fire.
That's fucked up.
There's probably not a lot of meat, but I bet it's fire.
That's got to be like 90 life sentences.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, probably. Like, I don't know if there's like a bail or whatever, but I figure if I had enough rich people to try a dinner that could bail me out.
I don't think
Rich
the
people
richest
eat bald
man can
eagle, for
afford
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like
1000%.
they're having their bonfires and their parties and their nakedness and they're eating bald eagle wing.
Why do you think they disappeared for so long? Like they're
That's-
just making the comeback now.
Can we talk
Finally.
about lightning bugs?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. They're an animal.
We're losing them apparently.
They don't have
they're
rights. Yeah.
Should we give insects rights?
Depends on the insect.
I mean, I feel
Not
like
millipedes.
they're
or centipedes.
You know?
definitely not. You know, I'm staying out of the millipede's hood, but insects are so free flowing. I feel like it'd be hard to give them right.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like
true,
they
they wouldn't
already
listen.
rule the world.
Yeah, they do.
They don't care.
You know, and so like I definitely would take rights away from spiders and centipedes,
Mosquitoes.
millipedes,
Spiders are
mosquitoes.
dope.
I don't give a fuck what they do that's good for us. I'm over them.
What are you scared of spiders for?
I don't like spiders.
Spiders are
And,
dope.
Stink bugs, fuck them.
Stink bugs.
Yeah.
Fuck these.
What do you guys smell when you smell stink bug? Because some people it smells
I've
like
never smelled it.
it smells like to me. I had to look it up because I was like, "What the fuck's that smell?" Titan was hitting one,
Mhm.
and then so it sprayed. It smelled like green apple Jolly Rancher.
Really?
And I was like, "That shit actually don't stink," but only some people smell it that way. I guess I don't know.
It's like cilantro. Some people taste like
Okay.
soap, right?
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know.
yeah, something. And COVID messed up all our senses.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I love cilantro. If you think cilantro tastes like soap, fuck you.
I don't think it tastes
So
like meat. Like I don't know what I eat a little bit, but I don't smother my shit in it.
No.
Tastes like cilantro. I don't know.
I think it's more greeny. Too.
Yeah,
I fucking love cilantro.
it's good. I just can't have it too much.
Gotta have it with the onions.
And living, with a Mexican, she loves her cilantro.
Hey, she be cooking.
She do be cooking.
You're a lucky man.
I made kebabs yesterday. Threw down. She even posted it on Snap.
I didn't see that.
I was pretty proud of that one.
Man,
But they didn't have no pineapple.
thanks for the invite,
I was going to too.
asshole. You're an
All right.
asshole.
Yeah, next time.
We-
I didn't have pineapple though. I was so upset about
I
that.
don't even like pineapple.
You never had grilled pineapple?
Pineapple's so good.
I think I
Dude,
have. but
pine-
I don't-
grilled
I don't like
pineapples.
pineapple.
I
I'll
thought-
try it. You make it.
We were just at the store. I bought these dried pineapple, strawberry chocolate covered bits.
Yeah.
They're all right. He didn't like it.
I
But
threw the last bit out the window.
Yeah. But they sell like these at Sam's Club. They got these like slices, like long slices of pineapple in like a pina colada
Mm-hmm.
juice.
Ooh.
Fire.
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 We
It's like a
like,
big pickle, sweet pickle.
like I said, we went to our cousin Marty's house for dinner last night.
The race car driver.
His son.
It's not okay.
His son. So this is our cousin's little Marty. His dad was Big Marty.
Okay.
But we got this pizza from this place called Antioch Pizza something.
Oh, and yeah,
Company.
yeah, they're pretty good.
Dude, that it was a refreshing pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It was not pretty good. It was fucking delicious.
You got their cheese sticks.
I never had
So
their
good,
cheese-
dude.
I've
So
only had them
good.
once.
So good. The pizza was great. It was like a good virgin crust here. I think the issue with me, it was still super good. I'm just not a huge sausage, like that kind of sausage. I don't love that shit.
Like
but,
chunky sausage.
but the cheese was great. It wasn't a heavy sauce ratio. It was
You
dope.
know, I always loved sausage pizza. And in recent years, I kind of been going back to pepperoni, but really, I prefer a nice cheese pizza.
Cheese pizza's
Yeah.
always dope.
You know?
like when we stopped at that gas station and go to get Flynn, and was it me and you got the full meat and he got the cheese,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
you
we-
guys
yeah,
got sick.
yeah, I felt like dog shit after that. That was a mistake.
That shit was not good. And that was like,
That we should have known better. A Pizza Hut that doesn't exist in a gas station.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that,
like
that
little
should have been a red
pre-
flag.
pre-sold Pizza Hut slices in a gas station in the middle of nowhere getting sold to you by a toothless lady with an accent.
I mean, mine was all right.
Well, Sid was over there squeezing a giant chicken.
Yeah, you
I should've
chicken
bought that,
for sure.
man.
You should have.
You should have.
I
You
knew
could have
I
brought
was-
it to the podcast.
I knew I was gonna regret it.
You could still find
That thing was like $50 fucking dollars.
Yeah, and it was like a
It
3 or
was.
4 footer, and I've looked them up on Amazon before, and they're like $120. So I knew it was worth it,
You messed up.
but you know,
What the fuck?
Maybe Bucky's will start carrying that up here.
giant squeezing beaver is 5 foot tall.
I would.
They approved it, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's coming. Like 2 years.
I'm
Shout
gonna be there
out
every
Buc-ee's.
day.
Hey, I gotta refill my mints every week.
Right.
It's gonna be right down the road. It's gonna be perfect.
Dude, it's going to be on my way home
I'm
from
in
work.
Oak Creek all the time.
Dude, we gotta put up posters and shit there. I bet you there's like a bulletin board out front by the. by
If not, there
stores.
will be.
They need to let us do camel rides on opening day.
Oh, that's what you got to
Oh,
do.
we'll figure that out.
Get into Bucky's corporate.
Fuck yeah.
You don't have a beaver, though, huh?
I-
You
Yeah,
need
we could
I got
probably get one.
porcupine.
We could probably
Yeah.
get one to rent, right? Or
I
borrow.
know not a single person with a beaver.
Really?
Mm.
Mm.
We can catch. They're around here. We can catch one.
There's one at the
Just for the
Burlington
day.
Park
Just for the
where I go
day.
birding. He always goes underneath the damn thing by me.
I've never seen
The damn thing, or
The damn, not the damn thing, but the damn thing.
The hand thing?
Okay.
The hand thing?
Pan.
Hand thing? You know what I'm talking about? Hand
Mhm.
thing? The old YouTube video?
no?
You want to do the hand thing? Kind of creepy. I'll show you later.
Yeah, okay.
I know
The hand
spirit
thing?
fingers.
I know salad fingers.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't that Colin have a salad finger?
yeah.
Yeah.
Did Jeff do that one too, probably?
Probably. He did all those weird ones.
That's fucking funny. We should have Jeff on.
We should.
should.
Just
have
for
Jeff
like
on.
shits and giggles.
Yeah, Jeff
you know?
would be fun.
He
Whenever
would
you got time. Oh, I seen him on his. I think he was on a bike the other day.
Oh yeah.
So,
He's
like-
got a little electric bike.
Yeah, so like he was pulling out of the tattoo shop, and like there's that little median right there. And I looked at him and I stared. I was like, "Honk, honk," and he looked at me. He's like, he didn't recognize me. So I was going like, what the fuck?
I was going past the hospital on Spring, heading back home on my bike, and I was just cruising, and I saw the little object, and I knew it was him like 40 feet away, and I just put my hand up and started waving, smiling at him, and it took him a second, and then when I got closer, I realized it was.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's a good dude. I gotta go see Jeffrey.
Yeah, me too. He's so backed up right now, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. I mean,
Right.
he's always so fucking busy. Jeffrey's our tattoo artist. He's always so fucking busy, and yet I swear he has like the smallest recognition in the area.
Oh yeah.
You know, but he every time I go in there to get tatted, he's fucking busier and shit. I ain't been tattooed in 2 years. I got to get back to it. I got a sleeve to finish.
Honestly, I think the last time that I remember was when you're doing your left
Mhm.
arm, right?
Yeah.
Because I went there. I met you there to get paid.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah.
don't remember
So I was
that.
right down the road. I'm like, well, I'm at home, so
Right.
I'm just gonna meet you there.
I got, all these were supposed to be colored in between. It was going to be like gradients of purple and blue and shit between all the characters and shit. I don't even know if I'll go through with that at this point, but I need to add a couple more characters to fill in the.
Everything is
That
like
piece
shades
space.
of brown now.
What you mean? This is
You're tan, bro.
This color's stuck. Nice.
On the
all of
backside,
it.
yeah, but everything else, you're burnt. You got tan, bro.
That motherfucker, you can't tell me that's not red and blue and
It
green
is,
and
but
blue
like
and orange and
me
yellow.
too, man. My shit got cooked.
Well, that tattoo's 400 years
My
old.
shit.
Yeah.
My flag disappeared. The red lines in the flag, like
Oh,
all this
yeah.
was red lining.
The blue is gone.
Yeah,
almost,
pretty much.
yeah.
But happy 4th of July, everybody.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
249 years, guys.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
America.
America.
One more year, 250th. Ooh,
You think we'll make it that far?
yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. We made it through 2 world wars. We'll be fine.
You think we're gonna make it through the third one?
Sure.
I'll
why
get us
not?
there. Our hippie movement's gonna be all right.
I don't have free healthcare, so we better not fucking die. Let's just say that, all right? We got enough shit.
You got benefits at work.
No, but it's not free. It
It's
used to
not
be
free healthcare. We can't pay you
kinda
free
free to
healthcare. We're
you.
too busy spending $1,200 on styrofoam cups at fucking government buildings.
And a $12,000 soap dispenser. That's great.
Huh?
Oh yeah, there's been shit like that. I think that was at it was at Boeing. I think.
Even at work, so when we had a new station built, in the bathroom, everything was automated. And it's like, you guys are just wasting money. So you buy this automated toilet, it's great. So it's half a bidet because all it does is flush while I'm trying to take a shit, and it's just fucking. I'm like, you're wasting money on water. And then I go over there and the faucet is changing colors when you put your hands under it and shit. I'm like, and you don't get any warm water. It takes forever. And I looked this thing up. The faucet alone was $1,100. I was like,
God.
none of us need that, right? Like, we just need one that goes up, left, and right. Like, this is
Warm, hot,
Yeah.
cold. We're good.
When I was in San Diego, for the camel clinic, the San Diego Zoo, their restrooms are all waterless urinals.
Oh yeah,
That's fucking gross.
yeah. They smell.
And in the bathroom, there's signs in there that's like, we save X amount of millions of gallons of water a year, which is cool, but like, it was the smelliest fucking bathroom that I've ever stepped foot
Don't
in.
they live next to an ocean too?
Yeah. I don't understand.
And California doesn't know how water works or some shit. I don't
No,
know. People
I
be
don't
like,
think-
salt water and it takes whatever. I'm like,
and
okay, whatever.
I guess
but
we're spoiled because we're next to a lake. But like, I'm not worried. Like when they say Water Wars is coming, I'm like, good, we win.
like, water.
I'll still be driving my boat on your drinking water.
I don't know. I mean, they just got to filter the salt out so it doesn't fucking rust out
desalination.
polylines, but
If they put money elsewhere, fucking put it into more factories that do that, right? I
Right.
mean,
We should be able to have cars that run on salt water nowadays.
we got
That's a
cars that
thought.
run on water, but
Yeah.
every time someone invents that engine, they get
murked.
Yeah, it'd be like
Well,
that.
Toyota's doing it now.
Yeah.
Hydrogen.
Have you
Okay.
seen or is it Toyota? Yeah, it was Lexus Toyota. Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was like a capsule, like a big ass thing. Is that the one you're talking about?
Where you had the engine in it.
No, it's like you take these things out and you put them. It was weird.
Oh, I don't know. I just watched like a commercial of him presenting it and like the car driving around. It was ugly. Like it wasn't something I would.
No, yeah. But no, they had like these big. I don't even know what to call them, like a capsule or something. And you like, it's like future as shit.
Oh, it was like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and then you put it in this container for like it was like the like the scooter batteries that you have to
Yeah.
charge. You take them out and you replace the battery. Yeah, it was kind of like that, but for like hydrogen pods.
And then I looked into, you gotta find a gas station or a place that sells hydrogen.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I thought with this technology we were just gonna put water in these motherfuckers.
Nah, it doesn't really work like that.
And then you look it up, and hydrogen kind of runs about the same amount for money as gas. So it's like, well,
Very highly explosive.
and you're never gonna find it around.
Eventually.
I don't know where. I mean, you could if we moved to that point, but why would I get that car if it's the same cost as gas?
People said that about electric cars, and now there's charging stations like some places.
Yeah, but now they hate them.
Yeah, now we're
that one,
firebombing 'em.
the one downtown that they had to put the fucking at the mayor's office. I've never seen a vehicle in it.
Oh,
There's
no, you
one
won't.
solar charging the whole thing. You know, I think it cost us like 70 grand as taxpayers. I've never seen a car in that.
Fine.
fucking
I'm glad that they got that before I got my street redone.
I'm sure there was a grant, so it was free. Well, where'd the fucking money?
The potholes in my road and the sinkage in my road is way more not important as that. My work just put in a bunch of charging things though.
Did they?
Yeah, they put like I think 5 or 10 in, and now somebody bought a Tesla truck.
It's like when we got all them hybrid buses a couple years ago.
I wouldn't mind a hybrid. If I made a hybrid in my truck, I would buy it in a
Oh.
heartbeat.
Yeah, dude. Like if we had a hybrid diesel option in America,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be, and it would be good for the environment. 'Cause
Yeah.
diesel's just a fucking byproduct,
Byproduct of gasoline,
right?
I
but it's more expensive.
love me my diesel.
I just hate the way it smells and it sticks to everything.
Oh, it smells so good.
At least gasoline you can wash off. Diesel just like, no, I'm staying, bro. You ain't getting rid of me.
Nothing's as bad as copper tox.
Copper tox is probably the worst liquid I can think of.
Well, you know how they get rid of copper tox, right?
Gasoline or diesel, right?
It literally says it on their website.
Yeah.
Wash your hands in diesel.
Which- Trading one evil for another.
That's how you
for
get
real.
tar off your hands.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What a fucking world we have. We don't have soaps to get rid of messy things. You gotta use fucking gasoline and
Right,
diesel.
dude.
Well, copper tox isn't natural, so
I don't know what the fuck copper tox is.
it's
but
probably
horrible.
oil based or something.
It's probably fucking acid.
Yeah.
Like I don't fucking know.
No, it's a base.
If you guys don't know what copper tox is, first of all, it's used for drying out horse hooves. But second of all, go to your local farmer store and open a bottle and put it on your hands. You'll smell it for the next 3 to
And it'll
7
stain it
business
green
weeks.
for a few weeks too,
It's some foul shit.
until your skin falls off.
People are like,
Mm.
it's not that bad. Copper tox is fucking
Bro, I can still
Horrible.
smell it on the ropes.
yeah.
Was that your bag that it spilled in?
Yep.
I can still smell it. Every
That
time I
shit-
grab it, I'm like, well, copper tox rope.
that shit blew up in my bag. Fucking horrible. I ended up throwing a lot of them ropes away.
I don't blame you. I would have burned them.
Man, I wouldn't. You don't want that shit going in the air. We're all gonna die.
Nah, just don't breathe.
Speaking of, we got to do some more burning one of these
That's
days.
what I
Yeah.
was thinking when I was out there. That shit's over.
Now with all this water.
I've got I cut the grass a little bit out there a couple days ago, but it's just growing like wildfire now. Yeah.
It's high out there.
Yeah.
But we gotta. I mean, we could probably still get in there and get a lot of that wood. Something. I don't know.
Well, it's already in pile. Just start it up and let it go.
Yeah,
Right.
and the other pile that we did, we just got to move that around, reignite it, let
And-
it go.
And for all the listeners, we're trying to make a big bonfire, right?
Yeah.
We're beautifying the area, and we talked to the fire department, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Fire
Even though-
departments.
They don't even fucking care.
They don't.
They don't care.
Like, just don't burn, anything serious down. Somebody will call. You know that, right? Like, they will be showing up. Guaranteed
Whatever.
for that big one.
As long as we already fucking notified them.
As long as we already ate
Yep.
our
That's all
s'mores.
they ask.
I ain't eating no s'mores off that fucking
Hell
pile.
no.
Not that one.
Die. None of this
Old-
fucking wood. Painted and treated and
I'm not
nasty.
even worried about that. I'm worried about all this poop that's soaked in there and pee.
There ain't gonna be no poop in there.
Peepoos?
Pee poos in that wood.
So from raccoons maybe.
Well, dude, we're gonna burn. They better run when that thing starts up.
I doubt there's anything in there. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Guaranteed, there's rabbits, there's a whole
Gotta be something.
ecosystem
There's
out there right
an
now.
ecosystem in there.
I'm surprised that the hay guy didn't run over more.
He hit one possum.
Did he? That's sad. I like
He
possums.
said he heard it go in the thing in the baler.
Oh, and the baler he hit it with, not the cutter or whatever.
The baler.
Oh my god. Bonk.
Oh, so did it become part of
Yeah.
a bale? No.
Sounds like it.
I don't know how that
It was
works.
wrapped up, and there's just part of a possum sticking out.
Some cow's gonna have a crazy fucking snack.
Oh, it's gonna smell so bad too.
Crunch.
Oh,
Like what the fuck, man? But at least he didn't hit any T-posts
that's gonna start the next 28 weeks later.
for real.
Oh,
I want to go see that.
by the way, 28 years later.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, 28 days later, saw it for the first time. Maybe
just the first time.
yeah, for like a couple weeks ago, I seen it.
I've only seen one of them. I don't remember.
It gives me such a hatred now for PETA people because that's who started the plague. Because they freed the monkey.
They freed the monkey.
We gotta free this thing. Don't do it. He'll kill. He's full of rage. And they did it anyways. They didn't listen.
I need to rewatch those movies. It's been since they came out.
Oh,
I've seen them.
I forgot to say spoiler alert, everybody.
Oh, the movie's fucking how old, you know?
Probably the last, but it was finally on like I don't know, one of the free streaming or
Sure.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to
Tubi?
look again because
It's on
I
Tubi.
was looking and I'm like, I'm not buying it, but I need to rewatch it.
Right.
Tubi or what's the other one that's free? I
Freevee.
forget. Nah,
I don't know.
Freevee got some stuff though.
I don't even know what the fuck
Oh,
Freevee is.
Peacock isn't free, is it?
There's a basic, I think.
Oh,
Where
I'm
it
not.
used to be.
I'm
I
not
Pay
that
for
poor.
Peacock. I'm not that poor. Just kind of poor.
Maggie pays for it.
I started watching Ryan Reynolds series
Oh, yeah,
Underdog.
the Nat Geo one.
That shit's funny.
Is it good?
It's like it's a nature show, but it's narrated by Ryan Reynolds.
What is it on?
Disney Plus,
I don't have that yet.
and it's
that one.
it's a little like not kid orientated for like a Disney Plus thing.
Mhm.
I've never searched through the Disney Plus catalog. I only have it because it comes with Hulu.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like a lot of adult jokes.
Oh, there's
going on about
very
the
not
animals.
adult stuff on Disney.
Not
Plus as
kids,
well.
you mean?
Or yeah.
Yeah.
I always figured there'd be like fucking Snow White and Star Wars.
That's all that's
Yeah.
on there, but then they have like the adult like PC shit Avenger and Marvel. And,
So you're not like scrolling through Disney Plus and it's like Sex in the City and shit. It's just
I used to have
not
it, but
too
nothing
good.
like that. No. No, it's more you know, underneath the surface stuff. You got to look at like, you know, the subliminal stuff
Yeah.
that Disney puts out.
and I do like checking out their Nat Geo stuff. They do like a lot of photographer specials and
Yeah.
stuff. Netflix got that Tales by Light. That's dope.
So I was excited about it because they have a lot of animal docs on
Yeah.
Disney, but I didn't sign into it till the other day when I found out about this Ryan Reynolds thing. It was funny, and it talks a lot about a lot of unknown things, you know, like there's some bugs and shit in there, you know. It's cool shit. There's one episode where he gets into the honey badger. He's talking about like how does the honey badger survive, and he was reading or narrating. He was like, it just lives through all of this because it's just so dumb. And then he was like, wait, that's not what the script says. But it was kind of neat watching it too. It's like gruesome nature doc shit. There was hyenas, you know, like trying to tear this honey badger apart, like one at the head and one at its ass, and they were like just stretching it out. But I guess it's almost like fucking elastic.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to kill it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just seen 3, I think it was jaguars or something like that, trying to tear him apart. Same thing. And he just like, he didn't give a shit. He's like, oh, come on, you want to go? And the one like jumped, like if you were to see a spider, like, oh God, like that's what he did.
Honey badger don't give a fuck.
Dude,
Honey badger
you
don't
got to
give
get
a
one.
fuck.
Do you follow that Instagram Nature is Metal?
I've seen it. I
That's
don't
one I
follow
was watching yesterday, which is kind of funny because we watched a goose beat up a duck one time. But it was a goose and a heron, and apparently the heron just like killed one of the goose's babies or something. And that thing was just gang banging it into the water, like with its wing and its beak, just beating its fucking head into the water. Like, every time the goose would come up for air, or not the goose, the heron, it would like scream, and then the goose would come right back and just going to town. on
These
that
are
fucking
evil,
thing.
bro.
Yeah.
And animal fights to me are so funny, especially when they're not trying to eat it.
Right.
But like something like that happens, like it's funny. I don't know. It's bad.
I was cracking.
On this episode, animals behave weird.
Yeah.
They're fucking strange. They're violent. They're suicidal. They get hung.
They're just like us.
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
we're animals.
We are 100%. You know, and people tend to forget that.
Yep.
You know, we're
100%.
we're animals that have more of a thought process. We just happen to be the most powerful animal. That's
Yeah,
all
we
it
got
is.
thumbs.
Well, mind-wise.
And
Yeah.
thumbs, yeah, for sure.
Thumbs. I mean, there's no way you can tell me that we're smarter than an octopus. You know, I know
They're aliens, so no, we're
Well,
not.
exactly. They got
Yeah.
8 or 9 brains. Like they're.
And they change color. I can't change
I
color.
can't change color. I can't ink. I can't. You know.
just call it.
I can't even do math. So like, they can count up to 8 at least, right?
Yeah, they got 8 fucking toes or whatever.
And how many tentacles? Or I mean, not tentacles, but the suction cups.
I don't
Oh, they're
fucking
covering
know.
all over 'em. Yeah, they have a brain in each tentacle.
We need
Yeah,
that
main
fucking.
brain.
It's crazy.
We need that person. The Google that. You know,
Ooh, that, yeah.
Google that shit. Fucking hey, who wants to come be our Googler?
Googlers.
Daniel talked about it.
Yeah.
Casey had mentioned something about it.
I can be the Googler. I just need a good screen to throw it at.
Well, we ain't got that kind of power yet.
Oh, you know what? I got.
We got cell phones.
I got a little projector we can put up.
That'd be
You,
kind of
you
neat.
can do Pip on the
Pip.
camera, right?
Pip.
Picture in picture.
Hip hip hooray! What? This is my second phone call since we started the podcast.
Yeah, but that's the man though.
I don't. I'll call him back. I'll call him back. In a
You're
little bit.
busy.
Well, the first one is
This
a
picture.
That was a great.
Bob's photo is a stump. Free stump. This motherfucker's crying. I'd imagine I still have it.
Oh,
God, that is I ain't got no legs.
Oh,
Kind of damn.
you ever seen Kids?
No, I have not.
You never
What?
seen the movie? You've
In
seen
what
Kids, right?
context? Oh, it's a movie. No.
You ever seen Kids? The
I don't think
movie?
so.
You
I've seen
uncultured
Three Ninjas.
swines, man. That's not even close to the same. No, Kids is like about kids in the New York or like in the 80s, I think, or late 80s. But there's a guy, anyways, it has nothing to do with the movie, but there's a guy in the subway he's shaking his cups. He's like, I have no legs. And he just walks down the subway, and that's like part of the movie. That movie's super, like, it's worse than Requiem for a Dream, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
It's like,
You don't like that movie either?
I like it, but like, it's,
No, Requiem.
yeah, it's, I like
Okay.
it, but it's
Oh.
like dark.
Oh, that kind.
Like, Kids is very dark.
Okay.
I've never heard of it.
You need to watch
I
it.
need to look it up.
I'm sorry,
Google
everybody,
that.
for putting this on the podcast, but like, yeah,
Kids movie.
don't watch Kids. It was in an Eminem song too.
You ever seen the Human
1995.
Centipede?
Oh yeah, which one? I haven't seen
Oh.
the second two though.
Yeah.
I've seen 1, 2, 3 for sure.
I watched the new
Um,
Terrifiers.
The thing about the Human Centipede, which is super fucked up, is I think it would work.
It would totally work.
Totally work. I mean, at over time they would die off because
Yeah.
they're just
It'd
eating
be-
shit with no
It would
nutrients.
be pretty
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, you're not getting your liquid.
Right, but the concept of it is it's all there.
Well, no, that's what's fucked up about the movie. Like, it's not a scary movie. It's a
No.
fucking gross, fucked up movie because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's gonna work, but they're not gonna last long. Like, they're gonna last a couple of days,
Feed.
right? And then they're not gonna read the disclosure, and then they're gonna be stuck doing it again.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That movie was pretty dark when I seen it.
Human Centipede.
You ain't seen shit unless you watch Serbian film.
Oh yeah, you told me
I
about
don't
that one.
remember if I feel like I've started that one before and I just didn't.
It's like Hostel, ain't it?
No.
Or the worst? Oh, you
It's
did tell
supposed
me,
to
but
be, like,
yeah.
the worst one ever.
I don't think we should talk about that one.
It's the thing about Serbian film is, you know, the ending, it's got this huge twist ending that just fucks you up, but it's really good production. It's a good budget film. It looks like it was shot in Hollywood, you know? I got text Eric back. Yes, he got a text from yesterday right now. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my phone.
I tried calling you earlier and it went straight to voicemail.
I tried to answer.
Did you?
Didn't
Oh,
fucking work.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was right when I was by the freeway too, getting off.
But Serbian film, man, yeah, that's who we, you know, yeah, we can't even do this on here.
No, we shouldn't. No,
No, just
I've heard about it.
yeah,
though.
it's a lot of kids, you
Mm,
know, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Bad stuff.
But it's as far as messed up movies go, yeah, it's decent for sure. I've watched a lot of them fucking movies, you know, 100 Days of Sodom and Green Inferno. Green Inferno is pretty ass, actually. You know it was going to be ass because that one actually went to the theaters, you know?
Yeah. So Kids will be a walk in the park for you.
Yeah, probably.
It's a good movie though, but
I got a few on my list, though. You know, I still got to watch Eraserhead and shit, you know?
I feel like I've watched that before.
It's
I don't know if I
another
ever
cult
watched
movie.
It's like Coneheads.
Watch Hellraiser.
No.
Oh, I haven't seen Hellraiser since I was like 12, 13.
Fuck.
Maybe younger than when yo-yos was cool. So I remember playing with a yo-yo watching
Duncan Butterfly.
no Duncan, dude, the Omega, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Remember you used to get them in McDonald's Happy Meals?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that was awesome. The X
What
Brain.
did I have? Oh, like a year ago, I had something.
I still got them.
Do you? I didn't have my old
Yeah.
one. Or actually, Barb has a couple above the phone.
The yo-yos?
My
Yeah.
old ones.
Dude,
yeah.
the new ones now are stupid.
Are
Like they don't make sense. Like
Should we
I
get back into yo-yoing.
no, because the people that do them are like ridiculous.
When we grew up, you'd go around North Park and see every fucking
Everybody.
boy with a fucking yo-yo trying to sleep it, walk it, make a flag.
Dude, the remember the sock hop the one year they had a yo-yo competition
yeah.
for the dance. That was the only dance I ever went to, like ever, I think, for our school. And yeah,
Launching next week is the Rigden Ranch branded yo-yo.
gift shop,
Oh, it'd be
Every
pretty
time
easy.
that
Oh,
out,
dude.
right?
probably.
I'd buy one. I
I'd
better
fucking
sleep
buy
though.
one.
Better sleep,
They'll sleep real good. You're gonna walk the
We'll
camel.
put some Spitfire bearings in it.
right?
It'll have a it'll just be a giant yo-yo. It'll have a lead rope on it.
Oh,
Is
they used
that-
to have big yo-yos.
Really?
Yeah.
You say put a Spitfire bearing. If people take their skateboard parts, put them in the yo-yo,
The whole.
Oh, they're different
Oh.
size.
No, but if we make a big enough yo-yo,
But if we make
right?
then we can put a skateboard bearing in it. Bone Swiss ceramics.
Make that motherfucker spin. I mean,
they're
I-
roll for fucking ever.
I didn't grow up in the 90s because I was
No.
born in 97. So, like, what did people do to make their yo-yos better? Like, was it like changing a spring and an
There's a
airsoft
change.
gun?
So the first thing you had
Mm.
to do was you had to take it apart because it would come with a string. And
Take
I would
that
always
string
use the
off.
String. Some people would change the string,
Yeah.
but you had to switch. There was like a gear or the bearing. You had to turn it around. I don't remember because otherwise it was made to just come back up to you. You had
Well,
to turn that
some.
around to let it. Yeah,
It depend on the yo-yo. But yeah, I know which one you're talking
some
about.
would have come apart, but other than that, the string I think
Like
is probably the only thing kids would do.
after a while, like I was like the X Brain, it had like springs in it. So like as it slowed down, the there's like two or four springs in it, and it would grab and it would come up automatically. So you didn't have to like you didn't have to jerk your hand. It would just come
That's less skill.
yeah, but that
Yeah.
was like for beginners and stuff, and that's what kind of made them.
What was like? You remember like what was the yo-yo? Was there
That
that one?
The Omega
There
X
only
Brain
two.
was well,
You had Duncan's and Omegas.
yeah, and that was like the two big things like for civilian ones. Otherwise, they had better ones.
Did they have tactical yo-yos?
No, dude, they had bro, they had yo-yos when I was like really into it. I remember Greenfield Hobbies. So they had yo-yos up there that were $80 and they were metal.
Holy shit.
Bro, I played
like
with
a
one time. It hurt.
That'd be cool to hit.
Like-
Like if someone's fucking with you, you just take
Yeah.
out a yo-yo. You're like, what, bitch?
Well, they used to be weapons.
Were they?
Yeah. They used to be weapons. I'm pretty sure. Google that. But
Google that.
but yeah, so I bought a Omega Raider. I think it was like $25, or my parents bought it for me or something like that. And it had bearings that had nylon bearings in it.
There is no sound
forever.
historical
ahead.
evidence that yo-yos were ever used as weapons. This notion is believed to have been a marketing gimmick.
Damn,
Sure
they got
someone-
me.
You know what? No.
They got me.
I'm sure someone in their life has used one as a weapon.
Oh, yeah,
so it
yeah.
counts as a weapon.
Somebody's definitely died from a yo-yo.
Fucking, you're sleeping on the couch, fell asleep with your yo-yo, someone's breaking. I'm hitting them with fucking
Yeah,
yo-yo.
dude,
right?
I got projection. Like speed.
The yo-yo was first used as a toy in ancient Greece, with evidence suggesting it was used as early as 440 BC.
Hmm.
That's an old-ass toy.
When
So
did- When
Just
did
like
Kick the
rocks
Can
and
come out?
stick.
when did the fucking can come out?
Right.
I don't. When? Here you go. When was the first can made? The first
1840.
patent for preserving food using tin cans was granted to Peter Durand on August 25th of 1810.
Okay, so it's
So-
older than a fax machine.
So I would I would imagine that Kick the Can came out with some poor family in at least 1811.
At least, yeah. Or what about what's that game where you roll to take the stick and you roll the
That's what I was trying to think
hoop.
of. I don't remember it.
yeah
Dick hoop?
stick hoop?
Is
Yeah,
that
we're
what
gonna
it is?
call it there.
Something?
Hoop stick.
Oops, it's something like that.
They had that in A Million Ways to Die in the
Yeah,
West.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
that's the only reason. Yep.
These kids, they'll never do anything. They'll grow up.
Kick the Can originated at an unknown time, but it gained significant popularity during the Great Depression in the 1930s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I mean, even if you weren't poor, what the fuck were you doing?
Kicking cans.
Kicking
Right.
the can.
Yeah, like
It was probably a professional sport then, you know. Because I mean, when did baseball start? Like, gotta be
You had money, you kicked the
Late
can with
1800s,
change in
I
it and
think.
let everybody know.
no earlier than
I said late
earlier than that.
1700s.
No, that was Civil War.
It's America's pastime. So
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
It's old.
When did what?
Baseball start. Like Not professional, just like when they started running bases.
Did baseball begin in America?
It's American sport.
Who
Wrestling, dog.
invented
That and football.
baseball?
I think football, right? Or was it Canadian?
I'm
Canadian.
assuming it's here. I don't.
While the story of Abner Doubleday inventing baseball in Cooperstown's New York is a popular myth, the game actually evolved over time from early bat and ball games in Europe and America. So it's a mix.
Fuck Europe. They play cricket.
Probably a mixture of cricket. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even understand cricket.
Dude,
it
I
makes me
watched
so
it
angry.
when I was living in Kuwait.
Cricket.
I watched it. I couldn't get it many
Oh.
times.
Well, you're welcome, everybody, for the random oddball facts for the day.
How many? What year?
Oh, fucking oh.
Well, the fax machine was made in
When?
1843 or 63. You're wondering
Um,
that. I'm still hung up on that. Great Wall of China is like 13,000 miles long. You know that?
Well, it covers China.
No, it doesn't. Not all of it.
Most of it. It's like our
1839.
border wall.
No, not even.
1839. Wow.
1839, it seems that baseball.
Mid-18s.
While the first official baseball game in the U.S. took place in 1846.
Okay. Okay.
Mid 1800s.
Mids. Yeah.
I was right.
I was there for it.
You didn't say mids. You
I was
just
the
said way
first to
before
bat.
that.
You were the first to bat.
I was the first.
Shane Rigden was on there.
That was
Wild.
great Shane Rigden.
The greatest.
I'm still great,
Yeah.
but I'm a lot younger.
You're getting old too,
I
man.
don't know. No, I'm gonna be the last to play baseball.
What are you gonna do when you hit 30?
Cry.
Right.
That's when life starts getting hard.
Yeah. You think it's bad now and just
it
fucking
ain't
wait.
gonna get no harder. There's no chance in hell.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But no,
What
it'll
else?
be good because we're gonna be rich soon.
What else can I fucking do to make it harder? Like I'm already stressed the fuck
Oh,
out.
have you ever broke a bone?
Yeah,
Which ones?
my arm.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, get ready to break a leg.
Break all your arms.
Yeah, but that like breaking a bone isn't something that like
No, that's not a.
that's not like a life got harder thing. That's like a temporary
All right.
inconvenience.
I
that
threw
can
my
happen to
back out by
anybody.
sneezing before, so.
That's because you got fucked the other night. And before that.
Hey, it was for free popcorn. What do you want from me, man?
Oh, so it was by the movie theater guy.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I needed to get his movie.
Movie theater popcorn does sound good. We
Dude,
should go
it's
see
so
20
fire.
years later.
Let's go.
I gotta
Since,
see the Weeks Later first.
do
I
that
haven't
first.
watched that.
Let's go.
I don't think it matters.
I don't give a fuck about F1. Just
I know
do
it's Brad Pitt. I'm sure it's not good. but
it.
Whatever.
No, I
Popcorn, bud.
What's that other
There's something else
Drive?
I know.
Drive with Sylvester Stallone? That was a good F1 movie
Oh,
where they were racing on the streets and shit.
I'm just waiting for Happy Gilmore, but that's going
Oh,
straight to
dude.
Netflix.
Yeah.
We're still gonna have to have it.
Well, we're gonna have
Yeah,
we gotta have a
absolutely.
viewing party for that and for Homps.
Homps. We can watch that any night. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are we gonna collect to watch Homps?
Said
Yeah, we were actually talking when we were all sitting out here the other day, getting one of them inflatable screens for the grass area.
Yeah.
Put a projector out there.
do you have a
Well,
projector?
No.
I might
got
be able
an
to borrow
extra one.
Derek's.
Sid decided to sell his with his house.
I told you I got an extra one.
Yeah, but is it as good as the other one?
No, but that one was like $40, and the other one was still only like $280, $200. Like, they're
Oh.
not expensive anymore.
I remember back in the day when Mom bought one for the house before we went back to a TV. That
Yeah.
motherfucker was like $500.
Oh
Well, it
yeah.
was more than that, and then bulbs were a couple $100 if
Yeah.
that one ever went out. Yeah, but now the one I had that I left, it was smart, and it had all that shit. But then I realized a Roku stick's easier than the smart system they had.
Mm-hmm.
Always is.
And yeah, I mean, if you're doing it at night, they're easy to get the lumens you need. You're paying more if you need to do something in a bright room,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I got a sound bar and shit, and we can
Ooh.
we'll hook up the Nintendo out there, play Mario Kart and shit. That'd be dope.
Gotta get a fogger though for the mosquitoes.
Back.
Put the smoker over there, move some tables around.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Pork butts are on sale right
Well,
now.
we need a
Get one.
smoker first. Fuck
Dented
all.
cans are half.
I'll bring mine over. It's the size of a fridge.
You have a smoker?
Yeah.
I don't
Didn't
know.
you have pulled pork last year?
Not
Didn't you come
here.
over? I thought you came over
I don't
last
think
year.
so.
You got a pellet grill or an offset?
Electric. Cause I'm poor.
Them are more expensive.
No, it was like $200. Oh, it
Can
was
you
like
make
$300.
those ribs you made on an electric smoker?
Yeah.
It depends. Is it a stand up like a regular?
Yeah,
No, I mean mostly.
bro.
I can't char them at the end,
I have a.
but yeah, pretty much.
I can't charm at the end, but who cares?
No, that's just how we like to
just
do
need to get my
Mm.
Blackstone in order because I haven't cooked once on my deck this year.
Yeah, you gotta start that up. We gotta clean it
I
out
cooked
first.
on your deck once this year.
He did.
With the other Blackstone,
Yeah.
with
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you know there's another version of yours? It's slightly smaller and it comes with a
Fable.
no, a butane, a stovetop thing. So it still has all the skillet, or it has most of the skillet and then a flame. But it's still the suitcase and it's 22.
No, I didn't see that.
Huh.
It's actually $10 cheap.
I'm gonna have to get versed in that thing and not burn my arm hair off this.
I've
this
done it so many times.
fucking
I still do it on my oven.
county fairs are coming up pretty quick.
Yep, big
I'm
game
gonna
to
go
go
sit
on.
in Boone County for a week,
County.
and
Yeah,
then
dude,
potentially Door County.
Go up to GFS and get your food there because you just get a box of burgers for $10 probably.
If you want to eat
Right.
burgers all weekend.
I don't.
Nothing
I'll
with it.
bring a couple burgers, couple
Yeah.
chickens. I mean, it's a flat stop, but we could make fucking. It's a soft stop, but we could
Fajitas.
We can throw hot dogs down there. Oh, even there's all types of shit.
All me and Alex
Pancakes,
ate
egg.
Road America for 4 days with sandwiches. We got 2 loaves of bread, some meats and cheeses, and some.
We can make grilled
condiments.
cheese on the
It was
shit.
So good.
You can make them at night too.
Fucking the camels can be like, bro.
Uh-huh.
We do
Yeah,
need to get a
yeah.
fucking smoker over.
Yeah, we do. But we're both gonna have to put like $500 into it, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Not bad.
Oh.
Somebody give us a smoker. What you touch the camels?
We could make one.
That sucks too because I've given away pits, dude, in the last few years. Like I'm not gonna use good shape.
The podcast didn't hear a single word you just
No,
said because
you
you're
just-
whispering.
you sound like
super
brr,
far away
brr,
from
brr,
the
brr.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you
I've
go.
given away a lot of barbecue
There you
pits,
are.
a couple, and thrown
This is
some
why the
away,
third
and
guy
it
needs some
sucks, though.
headphones.
Yes, headphones
So,
and a.
I
and a
ordered the
mic.
cords.
Okay.
They'll be here tomorrow.
Oh,
but-
perfect timing.
I know. Yeah, absolutely. So whatever. We're working on the audio, guys. Mostly me because Fluffy refuses to figure out how to help and edit.
I'm trying. No, I'm not. That's
He's
a
not.
lie.
I
I don't
don't-
know.
I
I'm
don't care
dumb.
about this, but you should like get a computer so you can help me edit.
I'm just here for
Take the
morale.
fucking laptop home. It sucks on a laptop. Fucking sucks.
I know. That's why I want to get a desktop.
Get a
but
desktop. Your bonus is coming.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
I don't know. I'm not getting a bonus
Why not?
because I already got my bonus.
When?
It's months ago.
You're a liar.
Spent.
You're a liar. No. All right. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. I gotta go feed some baby skunks. We motherfucker, dude, you did that on purpose.
Sorry, I didn't think about it.
I hate all of you.
It's the end.
It's the end. I hope everybody has a wonderful 4th of July. Nobody blow any fingers off. If you do, please tell us about it. And whatnot, yada, yada, yada. We got 4 parades to do this 4th of July, so it's going to be a busy day, especially Fluffy. He's going to be fucking panting out there.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to...
I gotta buy a camel pack.
Yeah, go
I
blow
gotta
shit up
clean
for the
mine.
4th, and don't worry about being loud. And if people are,
You got Tannerite, right?
I got a few pounds.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun.
All right, we hope you enjoyed our banters today. This one was super all over the fucking place. But we love you guys. Thanks for chiming in. Hit that subscribe button, follow, whatever if you hadn't. Send it to your friends, blah, 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 blah. Any final words?
Happy
know-
hump day.
Just do good, make good choices.
Yeah. Keep your fingers. Happy
Well-
hump day.
Get a little more ambition.
Happy hump day, everybody.
Happy hump day.